Всем здрасте. Так, смотрим. Раз, раз, раз. Так. Ну, сыграем. Разрешись.
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
Интересно. Половину прослушал. Так. Что значит шаблон персонажа? Курица. Это что такое так? Трупоед, древний. одаренность. Меня? Вот как. Ага. Да. Прикольно. Эффект такой. Да. Так, одаренность. Был такой же. О! Прикольно. Магическая броня больше не защищает вас. Как же тогда хитится, если хитится плюс? Это больше не защищает вас. Понял. Что есть? Уже свою историю. Файн.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the...
Давай за него попробуем. Так. Типа поверхности. Заклинатель. Пробуем. Так, фейн, а это что такое? Соединиться. Друзья. Так, начать игру. Занижите свои. Смениться. Скрываться приживу. Стоп, как убрать теперь? Что такое? Кто? Вот. Так, это что такое? А, точно был. Сумма. Прическа. Скелет с прической. Цвет. Что это за черты? Шаблон. Шипник. Для... Ты. Трогай. Типа могу. Так.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Девайтесь ко мне, окей. Кстати. А, так, по звуку. Где-то звук. Что же? Цветочку. 50. Русский диалоги. Что на самом... Так. Вообще это человек. Щедровый.
Well now, aren't you a curious sight? If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd still be walking around today.
Тут этот череп был.
Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world. Fresh out of the crypt, are you? No, we are abnormal. It's why we hide in the shadow. Or walk about like you still had flesh on your bones in your case. You even have yourself a silky mortal voice. So powerful that you've been overpowered by clowns in red capes and a glowing necklace. Well, colour me impressed. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
А, я вон в какой маске-то. Понял. А если я прям... Что, потратился?
You've changed. You are you, but more. You are another, but not. You look to your hands, your belly, your feet. Flesh you don't know, molded into unfamiliar shapes. You cradle your aching head, where another's memories and wisdoms mix with your own. Your fingers trace a line from your head to your face, feeling not the creases of the mask, but the porous surface of new skin. You lower your arm, blink twice, and...
Как бегать тут? Через shift? Окей. Так, а... Куда я вообще пришел? Куда нам надо? Наверное... А, вон. Считай.
Under lock and key.
Ой, пан. Все. Это что такое? Чё?
Boring.
Так, а тут?
How crude. I've seen more intricate design in a butcher's slab.
Какой навык я освоил? Где навык? Школа. Так. С чем лучше ходить? С этим ходим. Навыков, спасибо. Ой. Чё? Свиток. Одноразовый. Аву. Так, мне что-то тут. В чем раз? Объединить. Шутник. Срочно. Ну идите вы. Так уж и хотелось. Это.
An animal sty. Freight or food?
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the shin.
Значит, тут с животными еще разговор. На. Это что я забрал? Чем мне коробка? Сектор серебряный.
Did you expect a needle?
От чего я ключ достал? Куда хочу? А я могу сюда перенести, чтобы не ходить? Не могу. Так, ну. Так. Что такое? Девушек.
Boring.
Что он дает? Последний.
Юда, come here.
Если заклинание дам. Так, давай в человека превратимся. Зачем я ее взял-то?
The Magister Guard snorts and sniffles as he sleeps. You're almost impressed that one man can make such a phlegmy racket.
Давай идем. Так, а тут что такое?
Hey, get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in? Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here. Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think. A gentleman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring Magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Is my shift over? You here to relieve me? Wait, you're no Magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Привет, Винтреска. Да, нормально, у тебя как? Провал.
Clever story. I should have known there'd be trouble.
Ребра. Код действия. Же огонь. Так. Ага. Что я сделал? Что делал? Кажется, зря я это сделал. Как-нибудь прийти можно отсюда? Ну, у тебя, ну, ты сменил же ник. Раньше что? Скрэнч был. Как там? Там ключ. Чего ключ?
The
Тут это
prisoner's
камера?
buoyant voice darkens as his gaze finds the sunken hollows that once held your eyes.
Ну, для меня ты остался винтреской.
Ah, Frida, I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lad. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them. The halls await.
Отлично. Можно закрыть назад? Что? На камень тебе. Сам сгорел. Придурочный. Где мои жизни? А вот это вот жизненная. Зачем спасал его? Помню ключ-то. Чё? Отлично. Ладно, буду Рамси теперь тебе. Либо Дима. От чего я ключ подобрал? Ключ от лабора. Трюма. Все съем. Заебись. Сажал хлебушек. Чуть не сдох. Да зачем ты ложишься? А это сядет вот? Сядет.
Empty.
Пусто. Это что я подобрал? Печенье. Да. А это что такое яд? Яд. Чё? Так. Че теперь? Куда я взял свечу? А это, наверное, его сын. Как взять свечу? Ебать. Вроде, если не ошибаюсь, то это его сын играет. Они сейчас вечером должны во сколько там? Часов в 7 вам капаете.
Good thing I needn't worry about splinters.
А я вот решил попробовать вот эту игру пройти. Давно я планировал. Что бы давай. Ты еще лежит. Стой ты.
Boring.
Скука.
And I'm back where
Да
I
как бегать-то?
started. Nowhere to go but up.
Чуть-чуть. Че у меня не так тьма? Сколько стоит этот? 20 золотых. Так.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean.
Там как по
Oh,
звуку?
not to worry.
Нормально все?
Every
Игра не
dog has to
громкая?
get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs.
Можно ее
You'll find him on
убить?
the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Yes, this is a rare kind of magic. I'll need to write to headquarters right away.
Ты, значит, могу ее убить?
Why, die for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
You better stop before you hurt yourself. All will, but no. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you for your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
She frowns
Попробуем это.
and peers at you
Нахуй
closely,
снимать.
concern clearly etched upon her face.
Delusions such as these are rare, but not unheard of. I recommend a cup of mulled wine and another night's sleep. Just
Давай.
take it easy.
Короче, иди в жопу. Нельзя ее. Карта. Что за карта? Свойства. А как на первый? Что? В общем, тут есть. Сюда зайди. Чё? Опять что-то свистнул.
No known associate. In fact, he seemed quite averse to spending time with the others.
Понял. Все понял.
Good
Ничего не
gods, there's been a murder here.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a...
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you no herself. Go ahead.
Пойдем в шаралку поиграем.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this. Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
Ну, я еще ничего не делал. Тут надо Санину ссылку вставить. Я даже не знаю, что там писать вообще.
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't you're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course. I thought as much. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a unit. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Thanks.
А если я сниму... Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой, как отменить? Стой! А если я сниму, блин? Разговаривать будут? Так.
No marks, no indication of the struggle.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
Да беги давай.
That's enough now.
Ah, there you are. Husband.
Супруг.
Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not at all brat-like babes that I am by no account
Ну, займусь я этим.
closer woman,
Вопрос.
nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical. How very correct you are, spouse of mine. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
Что это?
Like yourself, maybe. I don't mind the kiddies, usually. Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Не понял. Так, а если я сниму шлем? Я понял. Вы ничего не видели? Видите? Я всего лишь человек.
You look like my daddy. His name is Frida. He's waiting for me.
Привет, Ярик. Я похож на его папу.
I'm here because I'm magic. Are you here because you're weird?
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La 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 la.
Да. Че, я могу поспать? Что мне дали? Силу. Если перед охранником это сделаю. Я понял. Ебать, зачем я это сделал? Ну такой. Как надеть его назад теперь? Все, я свой. Пацаны, не трогайте меня. Я свой, твою мать. Надо было человека выбирать. Че, Ярик, сегодня готов вечером играть в Радугу? Я сэр вам сказал, что ты не идешь в МК. Блять, больно. Что ты продался? Как в спину-то стукнуть? Типа сюда пройти? А, охуенно. Сейчас всех тут прикончу тогда. Да. Чего не ответил? Каких пиратов? У меня нет пиратов. Или ты с этим хочешь в пиратов? Я вот думаю, Саню загнать в радугу. В смысле на последнем? А, я понял. Сколько у него жизни? Да зачем маску снимал? Как-нибудь ускорить это можно, интересно? Да, сейчас ёбнешься какие. А то на компы сейчас этот видеокарты цены упали. Я вот недавно футболку, за футболку отдал где-то 1,5, наверное. Лучше бы не покупал ее. Ага. А хули, блядь. Бля, как долго тут бои тут? Что такое? Типа, собаку 4 лупим. 5. Кто-то сейчас умрет. С этим что-то нужно. На рынок иди, там покупай все. У нас наоборот, у нас магазин наоборот дороже, на рынке дешевле. А если в область вообще поехать, то там можно вообще по дешевке взять все. Так, что, всех сжечь, что ли? Ладно. Всех поджег, кроме его. Почему он не загорелся-то, мне интересно? А, у него магическое этот, что ли? Все. Магическое больше. Он конченый полез. Точно не хочу в этот. Так, вот это нужно. Мы вчера, кстати, в этот играли с сервампом. Хант. Я бы вчера там сосал по полной.
Sing us a song. I know you can. A no doesn't become a yes over time.
It was one of them. I know it.
Я.
I'm trying to concentrate.
У него вчера вообще игра не шла. Мне даже сначала понизили на 4 звезды. Я думал, все. Наконец-то. Сука, опять повысили.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the
Snake eyes.
She chuckled.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Не получается.
She shakes her head.
Ну, я Киберпанк брал за 100 рублей. По скидке. И плюс купон с Epic Games. Но там сейчас багов много.
Game for one, I'm afraid. Rolling dice, deciding fates.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no, but I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
Да, либо через торрент. Отлизнуть руку. Да, что выбрать, я даже не знаю. Че, дать ей руку лизнуть? А сколько она сейчас стоит?
She looks at you in surprise when you bear an arm of bone.
My. Guess I'll have to find out the memory from Marrow, won't I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers, watching, staring at them, hoping that none would stare back. You were desperate to speak up, to reach out, to form a connection with these strange creatures. But you were scared, terrified even, of what they might think of you.
Там нету. Я за скелета играю.
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep, so to speak. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell. Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with a
Never say never, though.
Стоп. Я в маске. Ну не знаю, если тебе нравится игра Киберпанк, посмотри обзоры по ней. Потому что там багов очень много. Было, когда я последний раз играл.
Noticing you, he straightens and reaches towards you with strong, scarred arms.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen.
Повернуться ведь очень быстро.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty.
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight so it no longer presses unpleasantly on your neck. He winks.
Подвинген, блядь. Это что, гомик, что ли, какой-то?
Maybe I do.
He glances around the deck, gaze flitting from sorcerer to magister to sorcerer.
Maybe I don't. One thing I do know is the answer won't make you any happier. Let the bodies lie. Justice for the dead belongs in the Hall of Echoes. The joy?
Ну там говорят, следующая обнова должна быть нормальная.
Good. No surprise there, since Bishop Alexander runs the show.
He nods over to the corpse of a magister nearby.
Magister Victor there used to entertain me with tales of terror about the place. But it looks like I've got the jump on him. For the moment, life turns out a whole lot different than you expect.
Сколько тут выбрать-то много.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magister's more concern than your appetite.
Ifan grins, flashing pointed white teeth.
I bet Magister Victor wouldn't say the same. But then he's not saying much at all anymore, is he? Sure did, more's the pity. I used to be his commander many, many, many moons ago. Once upon a time, I served Lucian. But those days are as dead as the Divine himself. As dead as old Vic. That's all in the past, long gone. We've got a whole new future awaiting. I'd wish you good luck, but I've a feeling you're the one who won't need it.
Тут это, что ли? А, вот он. Ну кто из них убийца?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen courses.
His eyes snap open. He looks at you and frowns.
Murder?
There has been a murder.
Ah, that's what they were going on and on about. I wouldn't know anything about it. I kill a man. He knows who done it. His daddy knows who done it. And the mayor knows who.
His eyes flutter.
Whether they catch me is another matter. But I ain't one to hide my accomplishments. The ship, of course.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates.
Так, а
The
сколько
groaning
стрим-то
of wood
идет?
from floor to ceiling. The boom, crash and crackle of waves around you.
Час.
Complaints from the
Ну,
sea
минут
itself.
через 18, давай сейчас час 20 подстримим хотя бы.
And?
Еще минут 15 и по радуге запущу, попробую.
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
A common sort of sound, isn't it? Where there's talk, there's help. That's all you hear, though. Listen close. There now, just like that. Squeak! Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news. No, you beautiful idiot. That wasn't any rat. It was the wheel. Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
Pardon my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your...
No indeed, boy.
Да, он меня уже бесит этот удом.
I'll be all.
Такой же, блядь, как Саня, нахуй.
Clearly don't know
Приветлив.
the first thing about sauce.
You one of them? A divine order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
Ты с ними заодно? Божественный орден. Другой?
How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty.
Как торговец относится? 3% скидки. Если как много.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
Какой там орден он говорил? Чё провтыкал?
I didn't do nothing, okay? It was one of them, one of your people, human.
Вашей породы человек.
Classify this slop as food.
Человек только тут один.
I've seen more appetizing. Well, well. What have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
My, we are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
God.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep carrying on.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Mad?
In which case, I take it your cuisine is limited to the introduction of eggs to hot water. How disappointing.
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long
On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor? Oh, but to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfactory answer indeed. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
One of us wouldn't kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
Can we just skip to the part where I reassure you and you shut up?
You think me mad?
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can tailor, but you have the taste buds of a dung beetle, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun.
Ах ты скотина! Это тебе, Ярик, вот тут. Ты навозный жук, блядь.
That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
Ах ты говно!
You should probably come to terms with the fact that you've half a mind, full stop. You'll never
Ярик,
remain
ты
a
фиговый раб,
slave with
понял?
manners such as that.
I'll give you that knuckle if you keep
Still,
carrying on.
own your...
Бля, иди нахуй, ебаная ящерица. Еще недовольная она. Это кто такая?
My life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than... Meanwhile, the magisters feast on honey...
Чё все, блядь, рабы нужны?
Insufferable, surely.
You look like my daddy.
Пошла в...
Trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill. You see my
I'll need
А
to
не
get
отсюда
clever
ключ?
with this lock.
Откуда у меня ключ? Что такое? Что я сделал? А тебе будет? Нет?
Well, perhaps you're absolutely right. And if she tries to run, shoot to kill. You seem on edge, officer. What on earth is the matter?
Murder. Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by an officer.
Нет, случайно. Который в заставке
So you
было.
admit it then? You murdered that poor fella? Yes, I did. But of course that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end. Good God! The woman's mad! You there! Sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan! We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
Да, я в 6 часов отъеду.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its finale, though, because...
She reaches for her collar and simply removes it.
I'm just about to create a scene.
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts Source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us all.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
Отлично. Вот я и помер, так думаю. Охуеть. Это что было? Я так не играю. А можно мне такое заклинание? А когда я сниму этот ошейник? Отлично. Я отъезжаю вечером. 6. Куда, блять, моя шапка делась, я не понимаю. Ты видел, как он закончил стрим по ханту? Ты концовку видел? Я, блядь, говорил, что мне надоела эта игра, нахуй, и у меня комп просто офнулся, блядь. Нет. 3-4, так. Что такое? Длинный тарч. Это щит? Это щит. А можно в правую руку? О! А это можно сюда взять? Все, что тут еще есть? Толкай. Что хочу? Как открыть это? А, тут... Понял. Тут серьезно что-то было. А, мы тонем, ёпта. Так, ладно. Что значит в радугу, Ярик? Так, сохранить. Сейф идет. Так, главное меню. Так, сейчас я перезапущу стрим тогда. Быстренько. И заходи, Ярик, в этот. В ДС. Ах ты говно, хотя бы комп, блядь, включил бы. Но я пока перезапущу стрим.